Hello and welcome back to On the Lake. We are at our usual spot. It's not as good weather as it could be. We've got a bit of a cold snap today, so there's not much chance of carp, to be honest. We have got one out already, set up. Literally just line, single shot BB. I think it's size 12 carp hook, non-barb of course. Just sitting on the bottom, hopefully catch a tench or a carp on that, just whatever really today. And then we've got big fat chunky nice tire figer looking lure. It's going to be for the pike fishing. Might need to put a shot on. Now you're supposed to use wire trace when you're pike fishing, but I never have really. Been doing it since I was 12. When I was 12 I didn't really know of a wire trace, and I've always caught pike without one. They say they snap your line with their teeth, but when a pike's mouth gets around that, there's not much room for the wire to go anyway. So don't worry about that too much. I do use wire trace on the river, but in the lake they're lazier, so they don't fight as much, so you're less likely to snap off. Don't worry about it too much. But yeah, so we're gonna have a couple of casts. Tremaine's here with me today. He's just pole fishing down there. He's going for rudd, roach, perch, possible tench, maybe. Just have to wait and see. Right, anyway, let's get this a couple of flicks out. See what happens. Careful with the other rod, obviously. We've got that going out that way, so I'm going to be casting down to all over there. Oh, I would if I took my bail arm off. That does help. Amount of times I've tried casting in, forgot to take that off, and it snapped my line. You just bring it in, not too fast, not too slow. Obviously, if you do it too slow, it's going to sink and hit the rocks, or if you've got a floating one, it will just come to the surface and sit there and float. You just bring it in. This is a bit of a rubbish lure. I brought it offline. It's a bit of a rubbish make one, to be fair. It just goes sideways all the time. It does wiggle, like you just seen. It gets a bit stiff now and again. Oh, this is what we like. A nice bit of sunshine. This is what we need for them carp to come to the surface so we can see them. How's Tremaine doing? He's down there with his pole and his float. Give him a wave, Tremaine. Say hello.
Hi.
Good lad. He's such a patient man's game. See what I mean by it? Just it sits wonky and just doesn't do much, and it doesn't wiggle very well, this one. I might have to give it a change, but at the same time I do want to use it, so I might have to see why it's not wiggling properly. Maybe I just need to do it a bit faster so it's got the pressure of the water to wiggle it. I don't know, but we'll give it a little fast one now and see. Oh no, it brings it to the surface. That's no good, is it? Yeah, it's just not wiggling very well, this, to be fair. It looks like it wiggles fine. If we just stand back a sec. You see, it does have that wiggle, but it's so crunchy. It's not got its nice motion. So yeah, I think we're going to have a quick change. Probably put a spinner or a spoon type thing on, and then we'll get back to you. I'll see you soon. You're right, we're still here. Been here for a good probably hour, maybe 2 hours now. We've had 2 perch, only small little perch. I've had one on a spinner, been spinning for perch. Very nice colours. And we've also had one on maggot on the pole. At the moment though, it's been a bit wet, a bit rainy, a bit windy. It seems like there's a bit of a cold snap or something, so the fish just don't seem to be biting that much. So we'll just keep going. That's all you can do when you're fishing. You just keep going with it. Eventually a fish will come on, or you'll just end up going home a bit unhappy with no fish. But luckily we've already caught 2, so. But we're still after the pike. So what we're going to do is just keep getting it in there. Just keep bringing it back. And I hope to catch one. As you can see, it's Just spinning in now to the edge. Hopefully, won't be too long. Watch the goose. Make sure you don't get the goose. Go on that. Bring it in nice and gently. Oh, I always keep my rod a little bit high, because that way your spinner shouldn't drop to all the way to the bottom. Let's see if we can get a nice cast on the camera. That's lovely. So yeah, we just bring it in like that, nice and gently. So just allow your spinner a bit of time just to sink a tad. Just keep it spinning. Bring it nice and gentle. And when it gets a bit, sometimes it comes to the surface, so you just let it sink again. Ooh, and then you just try not getting one of them if you can. A stick. They're no good. Can't eat a stick. Well, I suppose you probably could eat a stick. Don't know how much nutrition's in a stick. Probably a bit like dry Weetabix or bran flakes or something. I suppose it's about the same. But we don't want to have that. We want fish.
Not to eat.
Oh no, we won't eat the fish. But we want to catch the fish. I do eat fish. Not out of lake. Especially this dirty lake. Oh no, I wouldn't want to imagine what you get. But you probably would end up very ill eating fish out of here. Out of pretty much anywhere in the UK. It's all dirty, to be honest, and needs proper cleaning. Even the rivers. The rivers are filthy. People chucking cans in there, bottles, and yeah, it's just minging.
Trolleys.
Yeah, I pulled that trolley out Saturday. I come up here for a random Saturday with everyone. We had Tremaine, we had Tony here, we had my friend Connor. There was a couple of pictures that went up. We had 60 fish, 60, 6-0. Yeah, that was 10 pike and 50 rudd, roach, and what was it? Rudd, roach, and perch. Today we've only had 2 perch, but 60 from 11:30, I think it was. We got here in the morning. We didn't leave till about 7:30 that evening, and it was just constant, just in, out with the rudd, mainly rudd. There's loads of them in here. They're bred like crazy in here today. Oh no, we up. I hate these rocks. I always catch them every single time. I lost my lure that I lost my eyeball on. I was down here the other day. I didn't lose it, sorry. That's a bit of a misinterpretation. I didn't lose it. I caught a pike, a big pike. This is what I was saying about the white trace earlier. It chewed me off. It chewed through my line. Took my lure. So, the plan is, if there is a pike still out here with lure stuck in its mouth, we don't want that. What we want to do is hopefully catch it, find that it's not got the lure in it at all. That'd be brilliant. But if it does, remove the lure. Just remove it. You get to keep your lure again. Fish is happy. You're happy. You get your lure back. The fish ain't got it stuck in its mouth no more. It's the worst thing when you lose a piece of equipment, and it's even worse when you know it's still stuck in the animal. The amount of times you do it in a river, river's so hard for pike fishing, because in a river it's so much more fast flowing. They've got more muscle, they're stronger, and they can snap you off so much more easier. Even if you've got wild trace, don't matter. Sometimes the strength of them can just snap your line, and just to know that that fish has still got a hook in its mouth is awful. So if we do get it back out, hopefully we catch it, we can get it out, make it more comfortable, put it back, it'll be fine. But other than that, we just want to catch fish. And you can probably tell I haven't really caught much today. I've literally caught 1 perch. It was Tony that caught the other perch on the pole. Tremaine's still struggling a little bit, I think. We've put him out on a big chunk of bread on a Wagler float, but I can't find his Wagler float anymore. No, I generally can't see your Wagler float, mate. Can you see it?
Yep.
Well, not paying attention to myself. Not even doing my metal thing. Keep forgetting to flick that over. I'm not with it today, to be honest. Had a very busy day yesterday. Very exciting, very fun day at a festival. So today it's sort of like woke up, banging headache, didn't want to do nothing today. I just wanted to stay home, chill, probably have a couple of beers or something, but that's not good for your body, is it? So you know what? Get rid of the headache by coming out, getting some fresh air. Oh, I nearly had a perch on a fucking spinner. I broke my fucking spinner. No, man. It's all good.
Sorry about the language, guys.
Yeah, very sorry about that. As I said, I'm not with it today. My mind's like all boggledy-goo. That's what I'm going to call it. Boggledy-goo. I like that. Sounds almost octopus-fied. Shit, don't like octopus. You'll never see me sea fishing. If I go sea fishing, I catch an octopus, I'm throwing my rod away. Literally throwing it away. Running. Running away. Don't like them. Nope. Can't do octopus. It's weird though, I could put a squid on a hook. I'm sure they're quite similar. I am pretty sure they are similar, aren't they? Tremaine, do you know? Is a squid and an octopus practically the same thing, just a lot different in size?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay then, so yeah, I can do squid and put that on a hook for when I'm crabbing, maybe, doing something like that on the edge of the coast. The only time I've ever done it is down in Poole Dorset and Hunstanton. The only places I've really been and done that sort of thing. Went sea fishing with my dad once, caught some sort of, what was it, a place I think he said it was. It was quite funny actually, because we caught it and my dad wanted to cook it one way, frying it, obviously the best way to cook a fish. My mum wanted to boil it. I tried both of them. Yeah, place isn't a nice fish to eat, to be fair. I didn't like it either way. So yeah, I won't eat many fish. Obviously I like my cod. Cod from the fish and chip shop. Fish fingers, they're quite nice. They're made out of, they're meant to be made out of cod, but a lot of them ain't. Some sort of white fish. But they're nice. I like my white fish, don't get me wrong, I do like my fish to eat as well. But I just don't think you can really eat pike. You probably could, but ugh. That's like having a big splodge of meaty mud on your plate, I think. I think that's literally what it's going to taste like. I don't know. Oh, like I said earlier though, I won't catch one out of here and eat it out of it. It's disgusting. Maybe out of a river one day. I might show you me catching one, setting up a little bushcraft camp or something with the family. Do a bit of pike for dinner or something. I don't know. My licence allows me to take one pike out of the river. Anytime I go fishing, you can take one pike out of the river, just one. I think you can take trout, things like that. Yeah, I think you can only take one or two, a couple of them out of the river at a time. Not that you really want to. You want to keep the fish in the river populated, but on a hunting level, if you don't like to use the shops for your fish because, oh no, this is terrible. This is what I'm on about. You snag up here all the time. Look at that. The bend in my rod. It's not a fish. It is not a fish. That is a snag. Unfortunately, sometimes it's so hard to get them out. So what we do is just give it a little pull, different ways. Like I've shown you before, just find the way that it goes and moves, and then we can ping it. And it pings. Careful of people behind you. Most people will probably say, oh no, you shouldn't do it like that. But you know what? I'm not saying how it should be done, I'm saying how I do it. This is how I do fishing. It might not be right, it might not be technical, but I've been doing it since I was 12 and it works, so I can't be doing much wrong. Like, yeah, when you ping it, you get all tangled up and all that like. It's all a kerfuffle, but it's all part of the day out, isn't it? Really.
Ow.
Doesn't matter what you do when you're fishing. I just love fishing. It's amazing. It's peaceful. You get to spend time just out with nature. Get some nice smelly fresh air. Stinks down here. But I absolutely love the atmosphere. It's so calming. You've got Tremaine chilling, just doing his own thing and enjoying himself. We've got the missus just sitting chilling, looking at all the birds. She loves animals, absolutely loves them. All the doggies that walk by, we see loads of dogs down here, and she absolutely loves them, so she'll give them a stroke all the time. So it's not like we're all down here just on fishing, everyone's bored, because if that was the case, well, I'd just tell them to shut up anyway and put up with my fishing day. But no, seriously, they don't mind, they love it. They come down, watch me fish, help me out. Like Tony does the filming. I think she enjoys doing filming, to be honest. It gives her something to do, other than moan at me all the time for making the front room a mess and playing too many games. Like Fortnite.
Ew.
Yes, ooh. Don't say ooh, that's my favourite game. If you do want to check that out, I do have another page for that. That's called Matachu90 Fortnite. Matachu, M-A-T-T. Hang on, Matt. A-C-H-U. As in Pikachu, but Matachu. I was born in the 90s. I love my Pokemon. So Matachu90 Fortnite. That's my other YouTube channel for them. They're not very long videos. They're literally just, if I do a good shot, I'll just take a quick screenshot, like take a little recording of it on the Xbox, because I do Xbox, don't do PlayStation. PS2, brilliant, best console ever made back in the 90s. PS3, dog's bollocks that was, dog's bollocks. PS4, fucking shambles, mate. Compared to the Xbox One, just doesn't compare. Better graphics, like quicker running speeds on the Xbox. You know what I mean? With a PlayStation, it's PlayStation. You can't get Forza Horizon on PlayStation. That's terrible. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Xbox. We're here to talk about fishing. But anyway, so I'm going to incorporate both. I was on the Xbox the other day and noticed a game called Euro Fishing Simulator or something, and I decided to give it a download. It's the most unrealistic fishing game I've ever seen in my life. Like, you stand there, you go and pick your spot, you can put different baits on the floats, whatever. And it's just not realistic at all. You're sitting there, you flick your wobbly thing on your joystick, whatever it's called. I am a bit old, don't get me wrong, I'm nearly 30. Probably wouldn't think I still look 15. With all my bum fluff coming through.
In your dreams, darling.
Oh, no.
Going
Okay.
grey.
Oh, I am. I'll have snow on my head soon. It literally will look like snow on my head. Loads of grey hair. But that's stress, that is, from not catching a fish. I need some help, guys. If anyone could, I don't know, give me some tips, give me some advice. I need lures. I love pike fishing, and spinners, we all know that you spin for perch. Not pike, well, you do spin for pike, but you get bothered by perch all the time. Your lure is going to get you your pikes. Now, my lure I had before was nice. I did like it. The fish up here enjoyed it. I tried a lure this morning and it had no real wiggle to it. But if anyone can comment or something, a decent brand, a decent lure they know works really well on pike, then just let me know. I'll go out there and buy it straight away. I'll be up here next episode with that lure. You know what I mean? I'll order it online, I don't care. I just need better lures. If you guys have caught big 20-pound pikes before and you've used a certain lure and you've found that lure works perfect, please let me know. I take all advice. Any advice that is given to me is all appreciated. And that's what I'm trying to do to you guys. Like, I'm coming here fishing. Like, yeah, it's because I enjoy fishing, but I don't have to record. You know what I mean? I could just sit here enjoying fishing on my own all day and not tell you guys nothing. But what I want to do is just to help everyone learn a little bit about this. You know what I mean? How I do it, because people do it in their own way. You don't have to follow it instruction by instruction, not at all. But the principle of it, you need a rod-ish, you need some sort of line, you need some sort of hook. That's the main principle of fishing, obviously. But first and foremost in this country, before you even think about getting a rod, go and get yourself a fishing licence. That is your first and foremost thing. So always make sure you paid for your fishing licence, you go and get your equipment, you make sure you've got all the necessary equipment for that fish. If you're carp fishing, you will need, in this country, a landing mat, a landing net, and a carp care kit. Carp care kit, I didn't have a clue until 2 months ago what a carp care kit was. And I'd been carp fishing for about 4 years over in Milton Keynes. But we'd never used one because the fishery just didn't say that you needed it. And it's just a little spray bottle, like an antiseptic type kind of painkiller for the fish. Absolutely brilliant idea, really. As long as it's not too chemical for them, it's a brilliant idea, I think. If we're allowed to have painkillers for when we're hurt, why can't fish? I think that's a bloody beautiful idea.
Where's Train's float gone?
Train is float. It could be anywhere. Oh, I thought I had one, but once again, it's not. It's these snags. These snags are awful. As you can tell, I just yank them out. Doesn't really matter up here. Most of it's just loose sticks, bags. If you yank it, it's just going to pull the stick out of the water or the bag out of the water. If it's a rock, 9 times out of 10 you bend your hooks off. Your hook will just bend out and you get your lure back. It doesn't stay in there. Put a good blood knot on it, it's fine. I just don't know why we haven't caught fish today. Well, we have caught fish, sorry. We've had perch, 2 perch. Must have been very hungry. They went after my lure. Well, the spinner, sorry. So other than that, oh, I've just had a pike come up. Did you see him? He's literally just in here. There is a pike, quite close. Let's see if we can distract him again. No.
Sorry about the moving of the camera.
Sorry about that, guys. Bit of excitement there. It's the first pike I've seen follow my lure in all day. First pike all day. So we always know that there is pike in it. I've caught them. I've shown you. You know, in first episode, a couple of the clip things, you've seen the pike. You know they're in it. Today, it's been a bit cold. You can tell by the water. It's very, very chappy. We've got a lot of current. Over there, it don't look too bad. There's a little gap. But this is my spot. I love it here. It's all about patience fishing. It's mesmerising sometimes. You just sit there, look at the water, and just bring it in, and just your eyes focus on so much different details. All the leaves, all the colours, the birds, all the bits and bobs floating around in the water. It's just beautiful. Like, as a kid, I used to be a bit of a knob. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit of a dick. I didn't appreciate things. But as you get older, you start to appreciate things more. You start to lose things that are really important to you. And you start appreciating life so much on a different level. And this is why I now enjoy fishing. Before, when I was younger and a little kid, I just used to get my fishing rod out there, sit there for 5 minutes, bring it back in, because I was bored. I didn't appreciate what I was doing. I didn't appreciate the scenery and the calm and quiet. But now, it's just lovely. Come down to a lake like this. It's so peaceful. You do get loud people down there, of course you do, but that doesn't matter. You're not near them. You're doing your own thing with your family, having the people you love around you, and doing something you enjoy. That's what it's all about. Isn't it, baby?
It is.
Like, Tony has her things that she enjoys. Like crime, she likes crime shows, CSI, NCIS, or there's some bollocks, I don't know. No, it's not NCIS, that's the one you don't like, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
It's CSI.
And
It's
Crime Investigation Unit.
Yeah, things like that. She enjoys them, so...
And my animal shows.
Oh yes, she loves animals. So what we do, we compromise. She'll come fishing with me today, all day, until probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Then when we get home, I'll make a nice fat dinner for everyone. Probably fry up today, if we've got the ingredients for it. If not, I'm sure I'll make up something really nice. And while I'm doing that, Tony will be setting up the TV for her crime stuff, and then we'll just sit there as a family and watch that. It's compromise. It's a beautiful thing. I love family life. I love being a dad. I love having Tremaine here with me. Right, look at that.
Tremaine.
He's lost his bread. He's probably had a bite on that at some point.
He doesn't look very happy, does he?
Have you missed a bite, mate? Yeah.
I've been mostly playing around because I'm really bored of not having fish, to be honest.
That's what I was like as a kid. I was so bored of fishing. I just kept playing and missing all the fish. And every time I missed a fish, I got a bit, oh, I missed a fish. But if you're not paying attention to your float, you're going to miss fish, ain't you? Something he's going to learn, innit? He's got to learn the hard way like I did. Right, let me go and help him out. I'll just go and help him with a bit of bread and see if we can catch him. Actually, shall we put you on a couple of maggots?
No maggots, I really want to like do this, what you're doing.
Oh, don't do one thing, mate. It's rubbish.
Spinners.
No. You ain't going to catch a fish on spinner today, mate. It's too much of a cold day. I'm trying to record and catch one. I haven't caught one yet.
Might have to go to the park in a minute though.
You want to go to the park soon?
Yeah.
Soon, yeah. Not just yet though, because we've got quite a bit of recording to do. Not a lot, but some. So I'm going to just put you on 2 maggot and a bit of bread, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, there's my babies.
Okay, I don't know whether you can see this, guys, but we are on 2 maggots here. We've just kind of slightly put them around the shank of the hook. Just leave a little bit of the hook hanging out, because when a fish comes in and grabs that, it's going to go straight into that top lip beautifully. Now we're on a very big wagger float. No, I mean very big. It's a 4 gram, and then we've got 2 number 1 shots on that. Thank you, that bit's bread's too dry now. So what we'll do is get a fresh bit
I'm
of bread
hungry.
here. Excellent. You can have some food in a minute. And then what we're going to do is just wrap the bread over the maggot and just pinch around the eye, just like that. So we've got the maggots hanging out of the bread. And then,
Maggot sandwich.
yes, exactly that, mate. A maggot sandwich for the fish.
Nikos.
I'll do this one. This out last week. Right. Wait for the geese just to come by. Little man can cast it out himself, but it's just, I'm going to give him a bit of help. Right, we have got a bit of floating bread. There you go, you're on floating bread, mate. Not supposed to float, it's supposed to sink. But I was supposed to pinch the bottom to make it a bag, but you don't want to pinch it into a ball of bread so it's all doughy. That's not what you want. But like that, that's fine. Bit of top bread, that's fine. Because if a carp comes up, you suck it underneath, you'll see it. You've got 2 indications there. You've got the bread itself, you've got your float. If you miss your bread bite, you've got your float bite. So it's good. Now usually if I'm going on top, I would use the bubble float. And I'll just show you what one of them is. There you go, mate, you're all out there. I don't know if you can see floating the bread, but just keep an eye on that. But this here is bubble float. What you do, see if we can get it undone. So fiddly. It's just fill it up halfway with water. You'll see the water come out of this. See that? You just literally scoop half of it up with water, put it back on, put your line through one side, the holes. Yeah, let me just straighten that out for you. See the hole? See the hole?
Yeah.
And then you put your line through, over the top, back out this side, put weight on both sides here to hold it in place, maybe another weight a bit further up, and then you hook, and then your bread will be sitting on top, and then fish comes along, drop down. That's how that works. Right, Tremaine, can you come and stand by your rod, please, mate, just in case a fish or a bird comes towards that bread. And if you do see anything go for your bread, bring it straight in, yeah?
And here the duckies.
Right, stand right next to your rod and reel, hold it in your hand, because if them birds go over to your bread, you need to bring it in before they eat it.
If they eat it then?
No, they won't eat it because you're going to bring it in before they even get close enough to it.
Tell him what'll happen if he doesn't.
You know what happens if you don't bring it in?
What?
If the bird eats that bread has got a hook in it. This is not a fish, guys. Again, we're on a snag.
Come up where then? But yeah, if a
Oh no. See, this is what happens sometimes. If it is too much of a bad snag, it will just clean snap your line. And this is how you lose equipment. It happens all the time when you're fishing, when you're pike fishing anyway with spinners. It's so irritating. You don't want to lose it all the time. You don't want to leave things like that in a river, because if that sits there now and does come and loose and flows a little bit, a fish might come and bite that and take that and eat it. And it's going to get stuck in its throat. And that's what I was just about to say to Tremaine. Yeah, if a bird comes along and eats that hook will get stuck in the bird's throat and it'll kill it. So you just make sure you bring that in quick, yeah, if the bird comes near it. Good boy. Teach them the most important things in life, and that is how to keep yourself living, how to keep looking after the animals of the planet. Because without the animals on this planet, there wouldn't be us. You think of the bees, without pollinating plants, you don't get new plants growing. That's less oxygen for us humans to breathe. You know what I mean? It's the same principle for everything. Without fish, you know what I mean? Things on the planet just wouldn't be the same. So we've got to look after all the animals. Yeah, you're going to lose things like this. It is annoying. You don't want to. You want to try getting them out without doing it. Sometimes you can't. Like, I know full well, I've been fishing here long enough, that was a stuck one. That was a goner straight away. I know that. But if I'd have been down a river, I'd have probably spent about 20 minutes getting that out. But don't worry, that will still come out. Don't get me wrong, it will.
Because we do magnet fishing then.
We do magnet fishing down here, you see, so we don't worry, we do pull them back out. What we do is, if we lose it, like tomorrow, it's week off school, we'll come up here with some magnets or whatever and magnet fish the whole lake out. Get a couple of bits and bobs out, because we won't come up here fishing tomorrow, we'll just come up here and do a clean-up session basically. And then, if we get a couple out, put them back in the box. Some of them are a bit too rusted, obviously we'll go stick in a bin. But yeah, right, anyway, I'm going to go set myself back up. Not sure what on yet, but I'm still going to pike, I think. So I'll take that up to him. Chocolate bar for the kid. Always keep them fed. You've got to stand next to your rod. Keep standing next to your rod. Do not move away from that spot.
there's no birds yet.
Doesn't matter. If you move away from that spot again, I'll be bringing that rod in and you won't be fishing. And that's called discipline. Right, we're going to change from a spinner. People are going to say, no you haven't, you're going on a spinner. It's not a spinner. This is what I would call a spoon. Because back in the days, we used to get a teaspoon. We used to rob my mum's teaspoons. Sorry mum. That's where your teaspoons used to go. I used to take them around my mate's house.
Oh, is that where mine have been going?
No. And then we used to take the ends of the teaspoons off the handle and just use the circly bit. Drill a hole in each end. Put a freeway on a swivel, on a loop, and put the loop through one side of the hole of the spoon. And then put another swivel on the other side of it, and then tie your line to that swivel. And that's how we used to make them. These ones I bought offline, bought a big pack of them, huge pack. Can't remember how many was in there. Probably about 30, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they all come in these little boxes. I've still got some new ones still, look. Like that one, and this lovely blue one. Absolutely love the purple feathers on the end. So we've still got some new ones. You tell, still new. Still new. But every single one of these, every single one, got loads of them. A few there, different ones. It was all a pack of spinners and spoons. Anyway, now I think it was probably about £13, I think, £13, £14 for a lot of them. Something like that. Which ain't too bad really. I think I worked out anyway. It worked out about 75 pence a spinner. Then you go to a shop, you're looking probably at about £1 to about £3 for a spinner. And lures just get more expensive and more expensive, up to about £15–20 for a lure, probably about that long, £15, and it looks like a big perch. I bought one not long ago and I lost it. Literally first day, 2 casts, the sheer weight of it, I just didn't realise. Casted it, this weren't here, this was down on the river. Casted it over the other side and it just went straight into a tree the other side of the river. Luckily, the fish got caught up in the tree. I will have to go back down and get it. It's still in the tree. It's just in a tree, so it's not going to get hit by a fish. Oh, good lad, I like the way that's done now, see that? See, that's what you do when you tell a kid that he needs to do something for a reason, a valid reason, like a bird might be coming. I don't know if you've seen it, but he picked his rod up because the geese were coming by and he made sure that them geese did not take his bread and get stuck on that hook. And that's what we want to do. We want to teach our kids the right way. Yeah, it means sometimes if you don't do it right, mate, you're having things taken away from you. You know what I mean? We used to get slapped as kids. You know what I mean? Things like that. But we still used to get the old, you're not allowed on your toys, you're grounded, things like that. Brilliant. That's the best parenting you can have. You know what I mean? That's what I like to do. I just like to teach them simply to listen. If you listen, you learn. If you don't listen, you don't learn. And he's doing really well at it with the fishing. He really is.
It's not just the reason why I put the bread out. It's not just because I'll lose my doing my fishing. It's because I want to do health and safety. And also, I'll have another chocolate because I'm hungry still.
Chocolate. Kids and chocolate. Yeah. You can have another chocolate, mate.
There ain't no more.
Oh, no, you can't. There's no
You
more.
ate both of them.
You ate more chocolate as well.
Of course, Dad.
Wait, so there's no more food?
You've ate all the food, mate. You greedy piggy. There will be more food, don't worry.
Oh.
But just not now.
But am I allowed to go to the park then?
Soon, yeah. But I'm hoping that we're going to start catching some more fish soon.
I'm going to cut it out first.
As you can probably tell, I've done my blood knot, but because there's no swivel or anything, it will slip. It will slip. I'm telling you now, that will slip. People say you do a blood knot and they won't slip. Of course they do. Of course they slip.
Allowed to get it out further?
Further? You don't need that out no further. It's in the middle of the lake.
I want to...
So what we do, this is just how I do it. I know people just blood knot it. And it doesn't slip, no, I know it doesn't, but it does. If you haven't set up right and you haven't got like proper equipment, you will slip. So you do a single knot first. Then I do my blood knot. Just like so. And of course, yes, it will still slip. So, just double check it by stick another knot in there, single, and then one more single knot. Now if you want to just double make sure that nothing can slip through that, what I would suggest to do is grab your end line and make a knot in your end line. Not too far, because obviously you're going to want to snip it so you haven't got too much saggy line hanging off of it. So you just bring it down as far as you can, that knot. So my knot's there. I don't know if you can see that. Just where my thumb is, there's a little knot. That there is where I'm going to snip it, just there. So if it does start to loosen, it will hopefully get trapped on that. But I left my scissors up there, so I'll do it with my teeth. Always, don't just chuck your line. People just throw that away in the pocket, yeah, and then in the bin later on. Right, let's get this one out. spoon now instead of spinner, a bit bigger. Hopefully, Pike might see it. Check drag. Make sure you're good with that. Yeah, that's about right. Yep. Seems fine. And then let's give it a go then. We've probably been here now 3 hours. About that. Give it little tickles. Like twitching it. Just twitch. Till it's all the way back in. The first one, that's when you find out, okay, bit light coming in there. Didn't feel quite right. So, stick a weight on it, I think. Oh, up the hills. Around the corner. To the box. What I'll probably use is an SSG.
Sorry, I'll go over so you can hear him.
Yeah. Sorry about this, guys. All the filming is done on a phone, so the microphone isn't very good. You probably heard so much wind coming through it today, it's unreal. But yeah, so we've got an SSG, like before. You know what, let's undo it and I'll show you how I should normally do it. Where I've got my knot there, usually what I do is stick my SSG over both parts of the line. Just like that. And then bite it on. It leaves a little loop, but as I've always said, this is how I do it. I always push my shot all the way to the bottom of it. So you still got your line hanging out, but it just keeps it a bit more together and neater. And that's how I do it. Now I've got my weight. Seems okay. Some nice drag down inside. I don't know whether you can read this, guys, but one ball bearing. One. Alright. You got lines stuck round your darling. So with it just being one ball bearing, it does move quite nicely. But if you do tighten it up, you'll find it does it in nudges. Yeah? That's not what you really want. I'm not gonna lie, this reel is... We'll leave it at that, shall we? I'm not gonna say the brand of the reel, because other people might judge me and say, well, I use that reel and I love that reel, it's the best reel I've ever had. But, as I say, this is my opinion. I don't like this reel. I think it's rubbish. But unfortunately, it was just £15, I believe it was at the time. Which is about a standard for this reel anyway. My other two reels, I had another reel. It's got 3 ball bearings in it. I don't know what the ball bearings do particularly. I'm sure it's something to do with the drag. But it just, the other one, 3 ball bearing, seems so lovely, and then I went and broke it, which is not good. I don't like breaking equipment. Now we've got another one that's on Little Man's rod now. That also is a 3 ball bearing. That cost me £15 as well. And it's good, it casts out nice, but when it casts out, it leaves here so much slack line, it just drops the line off of it just in front of you. If anyone knows why that is, or can give me some advice on how to stop that from happening, that'd be great. I do it all the time with everything. I need advice on everything. I've always said I'm not a professional fisherman at all by any means. I've never had a match in my life. I've never, you know what I mean? This is just me coming out here with my family, doing a bit of something that I know how to do myself. You know what I mean? This might not be technically right, but this is how I do it. You know what I mean? It works. So if you guys have got any different ways, any other methods that you think, oh, he might actually like it this way, or oh, I know that this way works, I'll give him this a bit of advice. I appreciate that so much. Literally giving it so many little tickles because it's a spoon, so they kind of come through the water straight. You need to do it yourself, basically. You need to give it the twitch, or else it's not. If you just bring it in like that, it's just a bit of metal sliding. Well, now on the surface, you can see it coming on the surface, and that's not what you want from a spoon. You want it to dip, and then you want it to just flicker, just anything. Give it movement, just so fish see it and think, oh yeah, something there. Oh no. Oh,
Again.
no. Look at that. Look at this dirty stuff. Oh. That's what happens with snags sometimes when it's bagged. Your hook just rips through it. I thought that bag was clean coming out of the water, but obviously it got stuck on something else. Just nice little gentle toddles. So it kind of glides and drops and glides and drops and glides. Gives it that little shimmer in the water. The fish does see it, we go for it. Hopefully. Just little twitches, not big ones. Just let it drop, give it a couple of little twitches, bring it in, just twitch. Oh, I have said I've tried sardines down here before, it didn't work out at all. Very well. The pike will eat them, yeah. But not before it snaps off your hook, because they tear so easily. I've tried prawns down here as well. That I haven't had no luck on prawn. Tried bread, maggot, lure, prawn, krill boilies, fish pellets, sweet corn, just normal bits and bobs, everyday fishing baits. I've tried quite a lot of different bits down there, and the only thing that seems to work really well is red maggot and a lure. As you can probably tell, spinners and spoons, I don't know what it is, but they're just, the pike just don't seem to hammer onto them very often. I've had 2 pike out of there on a spinner before. I've had to perch on the spinner this morning. One perch on the spinner and one on the pole. But they just don't seem to be enjoying these spoons. They want plastic lures or something. Or is it the way I'm fishing? Can anyone tell me? Is this too fast? Is it too slow? Am I letting it drop? It could be all sorts. Is it just the weather today? Is it the weather a bit off? We just don't know. There's so many different reasons that we haven't had a big hit. I'm not going to say that we haven't caught, because we have caught. We haven't had a big hit. Not like we generally do. We have a good pike, 1 or 2 pike out of here every time we go fishing now. We've had one good follow. I'll say that, we've had one good follow. It wasn't from a big pike at all. Probably about 3-4 pound, little baby jack. But we know there's definitely big boys in here. And I kind of wanted my second episode to go a little bit more fishier than this. But I'm not one of these people that are going to come out here and just record fish after fish for you, and where I'm not catching all day. I'm not going to edit that. I'm not going to show you like that it's fishing all the time, because it's not. It really isn't. It takes patience. You're not going to come down to a lake, be in there for 10 minutes like I was in the first episode, and pull one out. That's not going to happen every time. I might still be here, I don't know, till 4 when we leave today and not have one pike. but they're hunters, they're predatory fish. If they get hungry and they see it, they will have it. If they're not hungry and they don't want to move, they won't. You know what I mean? I'll have to go and hunt for them. Hunter versus hunter, innit? You know what I mean? If they don't want to hunt, I've got to go and hunt. If they do want to hunt, I don't have to go and hunt. They'll just hunt me down with my lure. Brilliant. So far, still nothing. But we are enjoying the day. It's a lovely day. It's warm. A bit breezy. But it's actually still warm. How are you getting on, mate?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm trying to move my float over to around about where I saw a thing earlier.
What, you seen a bit of a shadow, did you?
No, ripple.
Oh, was it a nice ripple, was it?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do if you see the good ripples.
Should I reel mine in to get to the ripple?
I can't even see the float, mate, to be honest.
Neither can I.
Let me just go check on the little man. We'll see how he's doing.
I can't even see my bread. So I can't see anything.
You left with maggots, mate. So,
Maybe a minute, like when you're done using your baby Oh yeah, mine had to drink.
maggots now, so you haven't got to worry about
I can't see it again. And my line. Sure you did.
Let's try and put some salt weight on that. Should be popping. Ah, there you go. That's it.
Yeah?
There we go.
Shall I get the Coke?
What?
The Coke.
Coke, candy. Alright. So, we are having a bit of an issue today with fish. Alright, it's always going to be like this. You're going to catch fish. Sorry, let me just turn the phone. We're going to catch fish sometimes, and then sometimes we're not. It's just the way it works. But we just have a look round. We're literally going for a walk right now. Just having a look round. As you can see, it's quite messy. But it's not always bad. The mess is good for the fish sometimes, especially the babies. Babies will love sitting in there. Absolutely love it. Straight into this spot here. Babies everywhere. We pulled this out the other day. We was down here Saturday and I pulled this out. I took it out of the water. Someone's brought it back and just chucked it back in. It's not good, is it? But I think, if you can see, over there, that overhang in that gap, that is where I pulled out my pike. It's from this gap there, and along between this little kind of gap between this bush and that bush, and then it's into the main part of the lake, and then it's sort of like a little, sort of like outlet from the drain, and then you go up into the main part of the lake. Now it is a beautiful lake. I will take you for a walk around here. I'll probably do that now actually. Alright, let me just let them guys know. I'm just going to go for a quick walk around and show everybody the whole lake. Okay, so let's go on our travels so you can see where we are. There's our fishing spot up there. You can see the little kind of cracks in the floor. But we come down the path to the kiddies park. Got like a little gap here. If you wanted to make a little swim in there, you possibly could. And you've got a nice overhang, logs, snags, everything up there. It's quite good actually. We've been recording for almost an hour episode. Wow. Now this is a beautiful looking spot. Absolutely beautiful. It's a little tidy spot, tiny little spot. Perfect for the carp. You can see that shadow, that yes, that is a shadow in the water, and no, it's not a fish. That is what I've been saying to you guys. It's full of rubbish. But down here we've had, I don't know whether you can probably see that, but it's stirred up some mud down there. There must have been a fish there, I must have moved it. Yeah, anyway, back out we come, into the pathway. It's an absolutely beautiful park. It really is. It's lovely. The Golden House is down at the bottom. A little kiddies park, obviously. Loads and loads of trees. Right, we're just going to walk around this way because I know there's another lovely little bay here. It's a big open bay. This is where most of the carpers had come carp fishing. So what we'll do is come round. Oh, look at the little babies. And this is where the geese are at the moment. This is my other fishing spot. What we'll do is just walk nice and slowly past these. Just nice and slowly, because I'm here. I'm not far away at all from them, am I? Absolutely beautiful. I've never been this close to baby ducks before. I was going to show you my little swim down there. That is my swim down there, my other one. There's a Christmas tree. And they are gorgeous little birdies. There you go. And just over the back. There's the fishes. That's where we're fishing. Cheers. There's the babies. There's another little spot down there. It's an absolute beautiful lake, guys. Absolutely beautiful place. Alright, I don't know whether I was videoing it before, but I mentioned about the bike boot. I said someone had come down here and chugged it in, didn't I? There it is. Straight away. Down here again. Right next to a fishing spot. Oh, look. I can get you zoomed in. See that coming in? Way up. Where's my finger? Just there. Stick. See the action underneath that. Fish bubbled up under that. Probably thought it was some food or something. It was quite enclosed, so may have been carp, tench. We don't know. We've had tench, we've had pike, we've had perch and rudd and roach. We just haven't had a carp out of here yet. Oh, another lovely spot that is. Let's just take a wander. Come and have a look. This was all burnt down. This was all on fire. All of it. A couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it's a bit tight down there. You could make a nice spot. That would make a beautiful spot. I do like over by the rocks. I'm not going to lie, I moan about them rocks all the time. But I love them because it's, I suppose, a play area for the fish. Like the rest of the lake is probably where they feed or whatever and sleep and do what fish do. But the rocks, it's like whales, rubbing rocks. You know what I mean? Things like that. They get up there and have a good itch on it. But yeah, this Greenland here, all reeds, all brand new growing reeds, because it was all set on fire. Now it was vandalism. They said it was vandalism, but the park owners thanked the vandals for doing it, sort of thing. Not thank them personally, but you think, look at all that there. Yeah, that whole space was full of all old, like, broken, messed up reeds. You know what I mean? It was a big jungle, and now it's new life. Yeah, it means it's whatever was in there before, plastic waste, rubbish, all got burnt, all got melted, all gone. Now it's fresh, it's new. You know what I mean? The birds nest in there all the time, go up there. We see them up there all the time now, picking up all the worms that have come through, things like that, where it's all nutritional. Because all them reeds that got burnt down, all the ashes will be good for that soil that's there, and that's what's helping it all just grow so quick. Like, it was only 2-3 weeks or something ago, maybe a month ago now, that it was burnt. But we have actually walked halfway around the lake now. It's a very small lake. It looks a nice-ish size. Now this is the match pegs, and you've probably seen it already, but I will show you. This is my lovely little peg here. I fished here so many times before. We have a gigantic log. Look at that. That is a brand new trolley. It's already in there. But look at the beautiful flowers. Everything. This is why I love it. A fisherman's been down here, left their bread bag. 2 bread bags. That's terrible. It's just disgusting, isn't it? Absolutely disgusting. So, alright. This side of the lake is a bit more longer walk to a bin, but that don't really matter. All of it should go in. Hello again, it's this handsome chap. Right, we've come back round anyway. Like I said before, I was going to get Tiny to sort out the camera. She's done that because she's a good girl. I've took my
Cheek.
Yeah. I've took my spoon off because, quite frankly, I'm not going to lie. When I bought these, they were that cheap offline, off eBay. I had my doubts of whether they were real, genuine lures and spinners and things like that, or whether they were going to work properly in the water, whether they'd been tested and things. And they clearly haven't, because they've basically gone on principle. They've made it on principle and not tested any of these, because some of the spinners don't spin in the water, they just glide. That's not going to happen. And the spoons are just coming back kind of, they're doing that in the water. They're just doing that, just going along like that. They're not doing that, they're not flicking, they're not doing that, they're just doing that. And I don't know, maybe it's they're too straight, they've not got enough curve in it. It could be that, because I had one on the other day and it was working really, really, really well. Really well. And I believe it was this one. Maybe it's because it's of its shape, I don't know. Maybe it has got more of a kind of curve in it from in there, I don't know. It could be anyway. But all we'll do, just do the same as what I've done before. Just do a couple of, do a knot, a blood knot, and then just 2 normal single knots again. Noise, mum. Yeah. Did I take this strip there? Where did I put it? What are you doing, breaking your stick?
By accident, I'm just like
Don't worry about it, mate, that's what happens.
stone whacking.
Yeah.
Get it? Trying to get stone.
Maggot powder.
Ew.
Not nice. Right, Tremaine, where you're fishing, mate, is right in the middle.